What up, rough leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We are at Turkine. This is what is called the UG Road Junction. That's the Seawall. Seawall ends here basically, but it continues at Ogle. We should be normally able to see the sea or the mud flats, but we're not because of all the mangrove that's grown up here recently. That's UG Road, and this has become a dangerous intersection. Lots and lots of accidents here. I've seen a couple of trucks, cars, some of it on social media. The question is, what is happening here? It seems as if somebody had the brilliant idea of filling in the drain at the side of the road. So there's always been a drain, kind of a drainage ditch along the side of this road from this intersection, all right, from UG Road, Turkine intersection. Starting at this point, there's always been a drain. And someone had the brilliant idea, has the brilliant idea of filling in that road, that drain. And so we're getting some modification to this highway. Now, who made this decision and why it's being done will probably become clearer in coming months, but for now this is what is happening. There are piles of sand that have been laid here on top of this. This is actually a seawall, right? This is the seawall. And it seems as if somebody has decided to build some kind of infrastructure on this dam. That is to be determined. But like I said, Guyana is in one of the most rapid periods of economic expansion, and the government is throwing money at everything, regardless of how good or how valid the idea is. But this is what is happening. Like I said, there's a drain here, and that drain is being covered up. At the same time, we're heading east towards Ogle at this point, passing Cummings Lodge. This dam at the side of that is the seaside of the highway. This dam is what is the sea defense. In other words, there's just a pile of stone, and they've planted all of those mangrove trees on the other side. So there was a time when you could actually see the sea, but now all you see is mangroves. They also planted these coconut trees here several years ago, like 5 years ago, so they're now mature enough to be bearing fruit. That's looking west towards Georgetown. It's about 6:15 a.m., 6:15 in the morning here on a Wednesday, what is it, Tuesday? Wednesday morning in Georgetown. So like I said, this used to be a drain, and you can see the remnants of the drain here, but they're clearing it up and apparently going to fill it in, or at least cover it up. Now that drain is important because especially when it rains, the water runs off of the road. The water does not settle on the road, and so it would be a bad idea to fill in this drain without providing a place for the water to go when it rains, right? Because what normally should happen when it rains is the water should run off the road and into this drain. They ought to remove the lip on the edge of the road so that the water could run freely into this drain. Instead, it seems someone has the brilliant idea of filling in the drain. Right, based on what we saw at the beginning, someone seems to have a brilliant idea of filling in this drain. That would be a disaster because it would result in hydroplaning. When it rains, the water would settle on the road, pool on the road, and then vehicles would be hydroplaning when it's wet. This housing development is finally complete. This is a housing development here at Atlanticville. It seems as if all of construction is now complete and they might be ready to start filling in those apartments. I will give you an update on it in future so that you know how much it costs. Like I said in the previous video, they're actually targeting the expat population, so people coming into Guyana to work and live. That's the target of this housing development here on the east coast. But someone had the brilliant idea of filling in this drain on the side of the road, or covering it up with sand, and we're going to see exactly how that works out in the end. But this is what is happening here. There's also some sand being dumped here on the side of somebody's harvesting some coconuts on the side of this wall. But we'll give you updates on this decision in future. Alright, so that we know it's looking west, so that eventually we see what's going to happen.